clicking on this video and you see the title and it says manifest money in 24 hours and you think that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. And in this video I want to do a part 2 because it just happened to me. I literally just did it. I made a video about it the other day on my channel. Basically, absolutely out of nowhere, $15,000, and I tell the story of what happened and I talk about the techniques to do it. And so I wanted to make a part 2 on this subject, and I wanted to give you the 3 ways to actually do it. So if you want more money, if you want a job, 3 ways that you can actually do this to start to literally have financial miracles come into your life. This is basically exactly what I did and what I have done, and I literally was able to manifest $15,000 out of nowhere just by making it an intention. So if that sounds exciting, make sure you hit the like button right over there on this side, right over there on this side, and comment down below, I am a money magnet. No, like seriously, actually feel the essence of that statement. Yeah, I can't do it. No, eliminate that. Say, I am a money magnet, and comment that down below. I am a money magnet. Okay, number 1 is to invoke the law of relativity. And so what I want you to do before I even get into that, understand, don't believe everything I say. I'm not some guy that's making a video telling you to believe what I'm saying. Don't believe it, but do an experiment for your own self. You have been lied to. The power of consciousness and the power of mind is so beyond anything that you can comprehend, and you've been lied to so that you can be controlled by the ruling elites of society. But that's a whole nother video in and of itself. I want you to think about the law of relativity and a very simple statement. Suspend your disbelief. Suspend your disbelief. Comment that down below. Suspend my disbelief. You have to be able to suspend your own ideas to just try this out. I forget everything I say after this video, but please watch this video all the way through and do exactly what I say just to see if it works. And then if not, forget about it. But the law of relativity is very simple. Do you know that this is not money? No, and I don't say that because this is fake, like a fake dollar bill. No, this is a real $100 bill. This is money. This is called gold. Gold has been money for 5,000 years. This is called currency. This is worthless. It isn't even worth the money it's printed on. This is a grand illusion that has conditioned you to believe that you cannot attract money or wealth into your life. This or this are simply medium of exchanges for you to get the things that you want in life. So think about all the things that you would want with money. I have a beautiful home. I have a really pretty home. I've made a house tour about it, and I'm really grateful for it. I have a nice car. I have a brand new nice truck also that I just bought my wife. Like, I'm not saying that to brag, but I have nice things. I live in a beautiful gated community in one of the nicest areas in town. And I believe that I am good enough to have those things. I believe I'm smart enough. I believe that God loves me, and I believe in an infinite universe. You could have a nicer car than me and more money than me if you wanted to, but you have to believe that you're capable of achieving it. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with this, and it has nothing to do with this. This is absolutely worthless. It has to do with whether you believe you're an infinite divine being capable of experiencing God's wealth. So what you really have to do is invoke the law of relativity to recognize that this is worthless. This is worthless. It has nothing. You manifesting money instantly in your life has nothing to do with this, and everything to do with what's between your ears. And what's between your ears is subconscious belief systems. And if you can embed the belief system that you are worthy of receiving financial abundance, your life will change. And that's why I always talk about my success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below in the description and comments. It's free. Please, just try it for a few minutes. Just use it for a few minutes and see what happens when you start to erase the old crappy software, the old crappy belief systems. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have the right degree, I don't know how to make money, it's too hard. Just erase that and enter unlimited powerful belief systems that are designed to make you a magnet for money. It's right there down below. It's free. It's jakeshypnosis.com in the description and in the comments. So go get that. And the reason that I say that about my hypnosis as it pertains to the law of relativity, which basically just says everything's relative. I'm not good enough. It's relative. You are good enough. You're a divine being. Everything is energy and you're one with God. So there's a separate side to a coin. Whether it's a gold coin, this is an American eagle. So one side it has the American eagle and one side it has Statue of Liberty or Lady Liberty. So there's an equal and opposite to everything in your life too. So there's a part of you that said, well, for the last 10 years, I haven't succeeded. I only make $5,000 a month. I only make $5,000 a year. I didn't go to the right school. I don't know the right people. I'm not good with money. My husband always dealt with it. I don't know to handle it. Well, there's an equal and opposite to that. And it's the direct opposite. So what that means is it all comes down to you understanding that you are a divine being. The exact opposite of the worst thing that's happened to you financially can occur in your life. And so if you want to manifest money quickly into your life, title of this video is 3 ways to manifest money in 24 hours. You have to have an instantaneous shift with how you identify with money. And when you realize that this is pointless, this is how governments enslave you. It's fiat currency that they print into oblivion and buy up all the assets with it. That's what they're doing in 2020. This is worthless. And they've convinced you that you're just a peasant, that you aren't good enough, that you aren't smart enough. It all goes back to Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays was the nephew of Sigmund Freud. And he used his uncle's discoveries about the subconscious to create modern PR and all these banking companies and all these merchandise and materialistic products of the Western world. Their advertising originated with Sigmund Freud because he understood that you could actually brainwash people subconsciously and get them to think that they're stupid little peasants. And if you did that, you're going to get them to buy all these things they don't need with money they don't have, enslave them through credit cards, and they're never going to make very much money, so you're going to control the assets. You need to realize you are a divine being. You are capable of achieving everything that you want. Money is worthless. It has to do, this is a medium of exchange. That's all this is. It's a medium of exchange for you to have a first-class flight. It's a medium of exchange for you to have your dream house, live in a nice, beautiful, gated community, retire your parents, put your kids through a perfect college, donate to your favorite charity, drive your dream car. It's just a medium of exchange to do it. So then the question is, are you worthy of this crappy stuff? Hell yeah, I'm more than worthy of this crappy stuff, and you are too. Invoke the law of relativity and money will come quickly into your life. So comment down below, I am worthy of money. Comment down below, I am worthy of money. Like, grasp this. It has nothing to do with money and everything to do if you believe you're worthy of money. Money is a medium of exchange that allows you to trade values. If you value first class, you should be able to trade for it and get it. If you value your dream house, retiring your parents, retiring your mother. I retired my wife like 4 years ago. I believe that I'm worthy of it because I'm a divine being and the power of God is within every cell of my body. You can embed this into your subconscious mind. This is what I've done. I may sound crazy, but I've embedded this into my subconscious mind over the last 10 years. Right there down below, it's jakeshypnosis.com. It's my free success hypnosis. It's free. Just at least suspend your disbelief and use it. Like, people are like, I don't trust you. I told you at the beginning of the video not to trust me already. I said to try it out yourself, right? So try, and that's what I mean. Just please, I'm not your guru. I'm just another guy that found out that there's an infinite power in your subconscious mind, and you could program it to get anything you want in life. So give it a try. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's in the description and comments right there down below. Okay, number 2 is you have to believe that you already have it. So you have to believe that you already have the money. And I know that sounds like, oh yeah, wishful thinking. I know, Jake. I already know this. I already know. Just suspend your disbelief. I tell you, if you're watching, if you didn't see part 1, I I decided to just do a thought experiment to see how much money I could attract into my life. Out of nowhere, I got this idea for this stock that came to me out of nowhere. PLG, Platinum Group Metals. I'm interested, as you could tell, by precious metals, gold, silver, platinum. Bought the stock, all of a sudden it went up 75% in like 3 days. It was crazy, and I made like $16,000 out of absolutely nowhere in literally 2 8-hour trading periods in 16 hours or something. And it's because I believe that I already have it. I'm already a multi-millionaire. I believe it. I already am. And the reason I believe that is because everything is energy. Everything, money, your body, it's just energy moving at a very high speed of vibration. That's all everything is. So comment down below, everything is energy. Come on, I know you're watching, just comment and say EVERYTHING. No, seriously, just comment down below, everything is energy. I don't ask you to comment that for no reason. The reason I say that is because there are real studies that show you forget about 80% of everything you hear. And the way that you retain information is by writing it down and emotionally engaging with it. This is just a fact. All the major universities, Stanford, they've all done studies on this stuff because obviously they're in the education business. I don't make these videos for no reason. I make them because I truly believe that if you know this, not only will you change your own life, you can get rich, happy, healthy, take control of your own cells, your own biology, you don't need big pharma, all this other crap. On top of that, once you realize this, you realize you're powerful enough to change the world. We can change the world. We're all good. So I want you to understand that at the very, 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 very core, everything is energy. And if you can remember everything we're talking about here, then it ingrains into your subconscious, you embody it in your life, you start manifesting miracles, you get richer than ever, happier than ever, healthier than ever, you attract your love life and your soulmate, and you help other people wake up to this power in their own life. And the same thing happens, and all of a sudden we're not dependent on the system and the matrix and the government, and everything changes. And so everything is energy. We know this as a fact. This is not a new age metaphysical idea. I did not make this up. If you don't believe me, you're uninformed. It's as simple as that. Albert Einstein showed us that E equals mc squared. What this said is energy and mass are one and the same thing. This is mass. This is made up of atoms. This was the atomic or the Newtonian model of physics, where everything is physical in nature. You live in a physical universe. I have a physical body. Untrue. An atom is made up of 99% empty space. This is a fact. This is made up of 99% empty space. We call it gold, but it's really just a mass of energy moving at a very high speed of vibration. This is called a $100 bill, and it's just energy. It's made up of atoms, but those atoms are made up of 99% empty space. What is this empty space? It's energy. We now know there's things even smaller than atoms called subatomic particles, but it's all energy. My face is energy. Your face is energy. The screen you are watching on is a projection of energy light photons that you're so used to seeing for so many years that you believe it's a solid object. It is not a solid object. This is a fact. What does this have to do with anything? It has to do with money, because science tells us, not Jake Ducey, not some random guy with long hair. Not some random guy with long hair. Hold on, let me make sure I did not just mess up my microphone. Microphone is not messed up, so everything is energy. So what this means is, science says that energy is never created or destroyed. So if energy is never created or destroyed, that means everything you want already exists, right? I mean, I'll slow it down. Sometimes I talk fast. Slow it down, okay. If energy is never created or destroyed, where is it? Think about that. Jake, just Google it. I told you, don't believe anything I say. Do your own research. If everything is energy, and energy is never created or destroyed, where's all the energy? Technically, it already is existing simultaneously at a higher level of frequency beyond the realm of visible light, that your eyes can see or your different senses can hear. All your senses are their vibratory attunements that pick up certain energy levels. You don't see colors, you see energy photon. You see energy vibrating at the speed of light. And so it looks like a light photon and it looks like a solid object. It's just energy. This is just energy. It looks like paper because it's but if you look under an electron microscope, it's just energy. So if all the energy that ever was and ever will be already exists, where is it? It's in a quantum field. This is the field of God, the mind of God, the universe, spirit. And so what that means is technically every reality already exists. There's already a reality where you are a millionaire. There's already a reality where you randomly got $100. There was already a reality where I manifested that 15 grand out of nowhere. So there's already the reality where you've sold your house, gotten your dream job, randomly got an extra $5,000, randomly got an extra $100, randomly get that phone call, that email, make that sale out of nowhere, get that call out of nowhere. It already exists in the quantum field. I'm not making stuff up. If everything is energy, where is it? It has to exist in a quantum field. It can't exist in nothing land, because in the Bible it even says creation is finished. If creation is finished, you aren't creating money out of nowhere. You aren't creating money within 24 hours. It already existed to begin with. You just had to raise your level of awareness to see it. And when you raise your level of awareness to see it, and that all possibilities already exist, that you already have the money, that you already are good enough, there's nothing else you need to learn, there's nothing else you need to do, there's no techniques you need to try. And if you have this shift in consciousness where all of a sudden you realize this thing is your slave, everyone becomes a slave to money. This is what happens. Everyone becomes a slave to this. I need to get it. I need to get it. Let me make sure I give up all my time, and oh my gosh, I need to get it. This is desperation consciousness. This is your slave. This thing is useless without you. It's useless. And when you start to adopt this mindset that you're a magnet to money, everything changes in your life. So what I want you to say is, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money. So comment that down below. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. And if you're wondering, you're like, well, this guy sounds like he's almost borderline crazy because he's just like talking about all this stuff like he knows it so well. The only reason I'm able to talk like this is because I reprogram my subconscious. You might have conscious thoughts coming up that say, that's wrong, that won't work, that won't work. It'll work for him, but not for me. If that's you, all you need to do is reprogram your subconscious. Sub means below, so it's below conscious, and that controls 95% of your life according to psychologists. So if you can reprogram your subconscious mind, you change your life. And so use my free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. So seriously, go right to the description or the comments and actually go download my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. The third and final step is to call it in with your daily actions, your daily thoughts. There's a beautiful quote by Henry David Thoreau. He wrote that book, Walden Pond, total amazing guy. And Henry David Thoreau has a quote, and he says that if you move confidently in the direction of your dreams, success will meet you in common hours. This stuff will meet you. It will come to you. I've been playing peekaboo with my daughter now that she's starting to get old enough where she's starting to think it's funny. She's not quite old enough. I go, peekaboo. And this is peekaboo. Peekaboo. And this is what you have to start doing with money. You have to play peekaboo with it by calling it into your life through your everyday hours, right? It's one thing to watch this video. It's one thing to do your visualization. Life starts when this video ends, though. This is just to re-engage your consciousness, get it, like re-screw your head on a little bit, get your thoughts and perception focused on these real possibilities. But then when you go out into everyday life, that's when the game's on. That's why I always say you have to brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. Comment that down below. Brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. I just memorize these little sayings in my head, so I make life black and white for myself. My life is subconscious. My subconscious controls everything. I'm going to reprogram my subconscious. I can attract anything I want in life because I'm badass and I'm one with God. You are too. Program it in there, right? And so download my free success hypnosis. It's in the description, in the comments, right there down below. And what will happen is once you reprogram the subconscious, things drastically start to shift and you don't worry that much. And so what I want to say in this final step is think about the common hours of your life. Think about the fact that this has ears. This has ears. And it hears when you call it into your life. And when I was doing that cute little peekaboo, peekaboo, I was just joking, but in all seriousness, that's how most people live their life with money. Every time it shows up, we duck away. Woo, 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 because we get afraid of it. We're afraid of receiving it. You know, by the way, guess what? You don't help some starving kid in Africa by not having money. You're actually going to help them a lot more if you get money. You don't help your family by not having any money. God's not going to love you more if you help less people. God will love you more if you do help people. Help your family. Get rich. Believe you're good enough. Believe you're smart enough. It's important. Right now in this world, this is an important thing. And so what it comes down to, though, is your everyday hours. When you're at the stoplight, when you're walking down the street, when you're in the shower, and your mind goes back to the old habitual thought patterns and your old subconscious programming starts to creep in. Can you stop right there and catch it? Stop right there and catch it and go, whoa! I reject that thought. I reject the thought of poverty. I reject the thought of limitation. I reject the thought that I'm not good enough or smart enough. I reject the worst case scenario that I'm worrying about in my head. I reject the idea that I'm too young, too old, too fat, too skinny, not good enough, not smart enough. It's not possible. I reject it. So you stop and you go, I reject it. And then you replace the thought. Replace the thought with this simple statement. I am a magnet to money and it comes to me now. I am a magnet to money and it comes to me now. So comment that down below. I am a magnet to money and it comes to me now. And what I'm inviting you to do is, as we end this video, just close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes and imagine the amazing financial success that comes into your life quickly. You've activated a switch in your consciousness. You've activated a switch in your subconscious mind. You've activated a switch in your perception. Your perception controls every cell of your body because you have a nervous system, and the nervous system sends instantaneous electrical impulses through every cell of your body. Every cell of your body is vibrating in harmony with wealth. Expect an unexpected phone call. Expect an unexpected check. Expect an unexpected email. Expect that great news to come out of nowhere. Why? Because you are realistic and you expect miracles. You're a divine being. You're one with God. All the energy that ever was and ever will be already exists simultaneously in the quantum field, and you've awakened that part of you. You've taken your destiny back, and you know that if everything is energy, you can do a thought experiment. So just do a thought experiment. Set the intention for an extra $100. Set the intention for that phone call. Set the intention for that good news, that job. Set the intention to sell your house. Whatever it is, just set the intention. And follow the principles in this video. And come back and let me know. I know that something really good will happen. You can't think like this. You can't ingrain your consciousness like this and not have something amazing happen in your life. So come back in the comments, let me know of the amazing things that show up in your life. I got a lot of comments on the last video where I talked about how I manifested the 15 grand. And so I wanted to go into way more detail on how this really works and 3 simple ways you can utilize this process. Remember, this is government fiat currency. Government fiat currency. It's a medium of exchange. Money is useless unless it's used. And so the question is, are you good enough for the things that you want to buy? And the answer is yes, you are. You're a divine being. You're worthy of everything that you want. You're good enough. You're forgiven. God loves you. Forget what anybody told you or the own voices in your head say. You are a divine being. You are worthy of what you want. It feels good just when I say it. So comment that down below. I'm worthy of what I want. Comment down below, I'm worthy of what I want. Come back, share your success story. If you use these principles or the principles in my other video for amazing results, leave it in the comments right there down below. I'd love to feature it in a future law of attraction success story video. Make sure you hit the like button right there, subscribe, bell notification notifies you for new videos. You hear me say this every time in every other person's videos you watch, but please make sure you do it. Like, subscribe. Download my free success hypnosis right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's in the description and comments. Go right there and just please suspend your disbelief, do a thought experiment, and see what happens if you turn your subconscious mind into a magnet for money.